Assalamu alaikum, my name is Raghad Almulhim. Have you ever went to a specific facility or warehouse and received terrible service? Well, I have. I received my packages completely late, ruined, and there was no employees. Did you also know that 1.9 billion packages in these warehouses actually get ruined per year? Now here comes my project, AISTAX. This is the CAD design. So the project is a 3 by 3 meter steel shelf. Each shelf has a different type of air conditioning level, and it is powered by a water leak sensor and a humidity sensor. The main parts of the robot is the robotic arm and the AI module. So the AI module detects the color and the size of the packages, and the robotic arm places them on the temperature level that they need. For example, red for hot temperatures, and blue for cold temperatures, and yellow for neutral. Here is an example. So the camera and the AI module detects the color and the size of the package, and it places it on the temperature and the size that it requires. So here the robotic arm takes the package and places it in the shelf autonomously. Okay, so right now we're going to talk about the methodology. So for the methodology, I created a first prototype to see and demonstrate how my project would work and what I could power it by. So for the first prototype, I created a gripper that used metals in the gripper. But then I made it completely 3D printed, and so that it could grab the boxes efficiently and so that it could be lightweight. Then moving on to the mechanical design. For the mechanical design, first I used chain and ball screw. So the chain and the ball screw were highly expensive, and they weren't even accurate and efficient for my project. I moved to the lead screw and the timing belt mechanism, as you can see right here. So why did I choose these and why did I move to them? It's because they are way much more cost effective and efficient for my project. How? Because the lead screw has a lock mechanism. Unlike the ball screw, the lead screw manages to stop if there were to be any emergencies or heavy lifting objects. Unlike the lead screw, if it were to stop, it would just come back falling down, and it is not in the safety wise. Also, there is an emergency buttons for any emergencies. There is the start button, the emergency button, and the on and off button. And as for the embedded system, I used, for the first prototype, Rev Control Hub. I couldn't use any motors or servos that were universal. Then I moved to the Arduino Uno. The Arduino Uno is universal. I could connect any motors like the stepper motor. So for the first prototype, I moved from the DC to the stepper motor. Why? Because the stepper motor is way much more efficient and effective. Also very much accurate. If I gave it a certain command, it would go do it accurately from now to tomorrow, even if I tell it to go 1 centimeter forward and 1 centimeter backwards. Then moving on to the AI module. For the first AI module that I had used was YOLO V8 standard, which gave 84% accuracy. Then I powered it and made it YOLO V8 AISTAX dataset. How? By changing the dataset and making it my own, by removing the dataset that I don't need and keeping the dataset that I would need. For example, like the barcode, the colors, and the sizes. So that's moved from 84% accurate to 97% accurate. And as for the cost effectiveness, it had reduced from 60 to 80% in accuracy, because my robot actually does a lot of commands, like it reduces the disorganization, space limitation, shortage of employees, temperature damage, and etc., all in one robot that starts from $6,000 to 12. Unlike cobots, MRS, or AGVs that start from 30 to 60,000 and focus on solving one specific problems. So my project actually, in a result, helps warehouses become more automated and helps decrease in main problems that warehouses face. And for my future work, I would change the gripper and make it an electro adhesion suction gripper. And I would use control panels to transfer the sunlight energy into energy for my project. And I hope we can reduce many more problems in warehouses or facilities using automated smart robots. I am Raghad Almulhim. Thank you very much for listening. Assalamu alaikum.